Well, Montenegro's Supreme Court overturning earlier decisions to extradite Terraform Labs co-founder Do Kwon to South Korea, boosting U.S. efforts to try the former crypto mogul for fraud charges. Bloomberg's Benny-Morrison joins us now. What does this mean for Do Kwon?
Do Kwon has been stuck in this tug of war over his extradition in Montenegro for the past 12 months. So it means that he is more than likely going to head back to New York, where he'll be on trial for fraud charges. Prosecutors here allege that he misled investors over his company, Terraform Labs, before it collapsed and wiped out almost $40 billion in investor assets in 2022.
How do you see this all playing out, given the issues with extradition? How does it complicate the timelines and the ability for the U.S. to do their part of the job here?
One of the unusual parts of this case is Do Kwon has actually consented to extradition. He hasn't consented to where he will go because that decision is not really up to him. So once the court makes a decision on where he will go, or if the Justice Minister can make a decision on which country he goes to, we'll expect to see him back here on US soil more than likely pretty soon.
Okay, so when he is here on US soil, is it a trial the likes of what we saw with Sam Bankman-Fried? Is that the sort of thing we're talking about here?
It could be. This Do Kwon is a big figure in the crypto industry, and this would be a really big case. If he chooses not to plead guilty, he will go to trial, and we could see something on a similar level to Sam Bankman-Fried's trial.
What do we know about anybody else that was involved with Terraform Labs at this point?
The former Terraform Labs CFO was also arrested with Do Kwon in Montenegro. He's already been extradited back to South Korea, where he's facing accusations there. There were a few other people who were associated with the company that were also arrested and indicted in South Korea as well.
Ava, just very briefly, what's the next thing we're watching for? What could happen with Do Kwon?
We're waiting for the Supreme Court there in Montenegro to make yet another decision on where he will go and when he will be extradited, hopefully this week.